Welcome back to the Reptiles With Podcast. In very, very recent and serious news, there's been a lot of venomous bites. Specifically with some rattlesnakes. Chuck, you literally just got bit in the arms. Both of the arms. It was crazy. Tell us your story. What exactly happened?
So I was about to wipe my ass.
And
on the toilet paper, there was a Southern Diamondback XXX rattlesnake.
The triple X?
The triple X.
No!
And when I grabbed the toilet paper to wipe my ass, it got on my ass, and then the second wipe, it just bit my hand as I was trying to wipe.
But how did it get the other hand?
Because this one right here fell off, and then I tried to wipe with my left one, and then it took it too.
Did you end up wiping your ass at all?
No.
Shit.
It's dirty to this day?
No, the doctor did that for me. He went a little too deep for some reason.
You gotta detox. There's a lot of venom in your system.
Oh, I'm clean, dude.
Damn, dude. Well, how does it feel having no arms?
I don't know. It feels like I got wings. I feel like a penguin right now, dude.
Well, as we're
fire.
getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your reptile-loving friends.
Yeah, we gotta get Chuck a new pair of arms. So.
Yeah.
Donate
us
to
out.
my GoFundMe.
Yeah. Is this what happens because you decided for some reason out of the blue to just completely roast this Adventorin kid?
Yeah, I think his god is real.
Okay.
And he took my arms instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of his leg that my friends had to save. Fucking idiots.
Okay.
But they couldn't save your arms.
No.
So sad.
No. Why didn't they want to save your arms? Your friends.
know.
Why didn't they want to
I
help
don't
you
know.
out? Why did
I
they
don't
help
know.
him out?
Yeah, I helped one of my friends out. He got bit too. That bitch.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Taipan motherfucker.
Wow, Chuck. I feel real bad for you, to be honest with you.
Nah, it is fine.
You look funny.
Yeah. Dude, it looks for real.
Yeah. Wait, it is for real. What are we talking about?
Yeah, dude. Ah! Ah! Ah!
No, now you see him.
They're growing back. Oh my god.
God.
He's an axolotl.
All right, let's talk about this Adventorin shit. We got a lot to talk about today.
Adventorin chick. Dude.
Advent Health.
Advent Health shit. So why did you just out of the blue? Like this happened so long ago that this kid got bit.
Okay,
What was the?
This is how it happened. Hey, that's how it happened.
okay.
I'm blocked, by the way. You're a bitch. You're a little bitch.
Yeah.
You and your little church motherfuckers, little bitches, all of y'all. Oh, your wife a bitch. You a bitch. Your friend's a bitch. Okay, this is what happened. So he's a really big influencer, honestly, and he goes herping. Cool, cool. But then he misidentifies some of the herps he finds. He finds a turtle, by the way, and he goes, "Oh wow, I've only seen like 2 of these." Blah 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 blah. It starts talking facts about this chicken turtle that he found.
Okay.
It was just a slider,
Miscellaneous, like a red ear or like a yellow belly.
like a yellow belly. It was a
Okay.
yellow belly slider.
Damn.
And he's talking about it like it's a
chicken turtle.
Chicken turtle.
That's
and
hilarious.
he's like saying all these facts that he probably just Googled. So I'm already like, dude, not the turtle you're talking about. So a bunch of people started roasting him. He deletes the reel.
Damn it. I was gonna look for it.
He deletes the reel, doesn't talk about it, tries to ignore it because he has to come across as a professional. Because everybody has to think this motherfucker is a professional. And then I'm already like, this motherfucker, you get bit and don't know what to do, don't know anything about venom whatsoever. And he doesn't know anything about venom. He doesn't know anything about fuck, right? And he thinks that he is a professional. He comes across as a professional, and people are looking up to this man as a professional. Gets bit, does not know what to do, misidentifies animals, and then after that, he shares a post on his story and starts talking about how he thinks it's gatekeeping, herping, and not sharing the location of where you find stuff. That poachers are gonna find it anyway, so might as well give it to them. So he's pretty much trying to find very rare species of reptiles, share the location of these reptiles for everybody to go and see. So that means hundreds of herpers in the same area, which stresses out a population, poachers going and poaching the animals for the pet trade, and having zero fucks about the environment and the animals he quote-unquote loves because his little god created them or whatever.
And he's like justifying because he's like, oh, but it's because I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
You're gonna
that's
find
it.
it anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He just wants to herp and share it with everybody, so everybody goes and herps the same areas, stresses our whole population out, and everybody gets to poach, and the animal goes extinct like everything else.
So it's
goes.
good intentions, just done terribly.
No, horrible intentions.
Why do you think it's good intentions?
Because he's trying to like be public with it, get
That's
people
horrible.
involved. But that's where
He
it becomes
thinks
a
they're
bad
good
thing
intentions.
in his
Yeah.
head. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
And his stupid little head. Stupid little head. So all the organizations that are for conservation, like biologists and stuff, all the group chats are just going off about this fucking dumbass motherfucker trying to come across as a fucking know-it-all, yet he doesn't know shit. He could have lost his leg if nobody stepped in because he's a fucking idiot.
So, but why? Okay, so since he gets bit, that was like a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Why the other day did you make the post?
The beginning of the post, because I went through it all on the 2 stories. One of the stories was on the turtle, and then the post that he
Because
made.
the turtle had just come out.
Yeah.
Got
So I
you.
made the turtle. So those are the 3 points on why David is an idiot. So that's what it was.
Okay.
I made the 3 points on how he was an idiot. He got bit, didn't know what the fuck to do, misidentifies a turtle, thinks he's a professional, and then he wants to share all these spots thinking he's doing a good
Got
thing.
you.
He's an idiot. All 3 things show that he's an idiot. He also thinks that God created everything, right? Most religious people think. But he thinks that he did not create like carnivorous plants, that they're made by the devil.
Okay.
And those have to be taken out. And then he believes in like evolution until he disagrees with it.
And
He is stupid, bro. Straight up
But
dumb.
how does that? How does he mix that in with what it is that he does?
It doesn't make sense.
But no, but you're saying that he does mix that in with like his like reptiles and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he literally makes posts on that.
Oh, I don't follow this dude. I don't know anything about
He's
this
made
guy.
posts on exactly what I'm telling you. Like
Got
so
you.
fucking dumb. So fucking
Okay.
like it makes no sense. Just his stupid views. No evidence for a fucking thing. Then he thinks God is not gonna let him get bit. Then he gets bit twice because that's not his first bite. He's a fucking idiot. 100% an idiot.
Okay.
100%.
And
idiot.
so, what was the response? You just got blocked.
He
or
just blocked me because he's a little bitch.
He didn't message you or anything.
Nope, a little bitch.
Did anybody message you defending him?
Not one. My DMs were popping with people going like, finally somebody said something.
Got you.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Damn, you got case closed with him. Like,
Yeah, there was no, like, nobody fought back. Everybody's like, God damn.
Come on the podcast.
that'll be fun.
That'll be amazing.
That'll be
but
fun.
I don't think he'll like it.
I don't know.
I don't think he'll like
After this, definitely not.
No. He's a fucking little bitch. He's
Yeah.
a little bitch.
That's
what if
crazy,
we have a Bible
bro.
on the table? Will he still come?
We don't have a
yeah.
table. That's the problem.
We have a little table with a little Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, that will fix everything. I'm going to cuss the whole time.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, we were because it was one of the weeks that you were helping Chandler out and stuff like that, and we were recording and we were looking at it. We were like, oh fuck, like he's going off. So we're like, I wonder if we should talk about it, if we should bring it up, and it's nice to have some context because for us it was just like, because I
Random.
don't follow him.
Well, it was his story. I responded to the story because his story got sent to me.
Got
So he
you.
was posting like if he was this like angel, this god for all the herpers. Like, bro, you're fucking stupid.
Man,
You're fucking
crazy.
it's so hard to like. A lot of these like reptile people or animal people who are into like religion and all that stuff.
There's a lot now.
Like,
Very deep.
I've seen it a lot in like firsthand now. After doing a few like educational shows, there'd be like some people who don't want anything to do with the snakes that I take out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's purely because of religion.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, it's weird because they're not afraid of it. They touch it, but it's like, oh no, I've just been taught not to like do
Yeah.
anything with them. So I always
Yeah.
find it really interesting how it's like that same mindset. I feel like his name's David.
Yeah.
David has been brought around in, and he's playing with it. And I wonder if that has something to do, because I remember you guys also said that he also thinks that God is protecting him from getting bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that kind of ties into him.
Do you think that that's something that he says, or do you think that he legitimately believes it?
Both.
I think it's both.
Yeah. He believes it. Him and the other guy. You've shown videos of the other guy, the one that jumps in front of the snake.
He's like that
Yeah.
too?
Another one. He's like that too.
Oh shit!
Really?
He's like that too. Yeah. He's like that too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I like what he does. At least he
was there when David got bit and
Oh,
didn't know what
really?
the fuck to do. Yeah.
Oh,
they're
that's
all
I didn't
right.
know.
Got
They're all
you.
idiots,
I
and
know
it's
that.
not against his content. His content is good. He's just an idiot.
Well, he's also grabbing stuff too.
Yeah, like you guys are not professionals of any kind. You're just because there's a camera recording you finding something does not make you a professional. Does not make you higher than anybody. Does not make anything of you.
And on that note, follow MADBIOREPTILES.
like I don't know. He just like everybody that is actually a professional within the field looks at that and goes, "What an idiot!" Yeah. Doesn't know a thing. Like if you get bit, getting bit because one person was like, "Yo, like everybody gets bit." I'm like, no, it's not about getting bit. It's about knowing what bit you, how to react to it, what to say, what to do, what type of venom. Those things are very important if you're gonna be playing around like this.
No, but God will protect you.
Yeah,
God will suck the venom out.
Exactly, and then people that literally don't like you stepped in to help you. Just know that.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna do more dumb shit. You're an idiot.
Interesting. Well, I think the thing that bothered me the most about that was specifically the poaching. We spoke about it recently on recording one of the podcasts about like good and bad information to gatekeep, and that's what I had said. Like there's like good information to gatekeep, and that's one of those things. Like you could just kind of like keep certain spots that you like to go herp or that you find something specific, and you can keep that amongst yourself, amongst your peers, where it won't spread too far because it puts that kind of pressure within the ecosystem. You know, you sent us something recently that with poaching in Australia.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was up with that?
So somebody got poached a whole bunch of stuff in Australia. So fro dragons, blue tongues, like all sorts of reptiles, over 100 reptiles, and then it was on its way to Hong Kong and Japan. And that's when they caught the guy. And bro, like a lot of people, like that goes to Japan, from Japan to Europe, and then ends up here. And when you see, bro, they were inside of socks, bent in, like that's what happens. And that's what we support as the pet trade. That is literally what we support. That's just one example of it. You see them in water bottles like this. There could be a snake there folded into a billion fucking... It looks like a pretzel in there. Like it's a fucked up market. But it's like, oh, it's okay. All the reptiles came in like that. So it's okay. No, because I want it, it's okay. And that's what the people's mentality is. And I think it's pretty garbage. I think it's fucked up. I think it's garbage. Yeah. I think, like, if you like animals, you don't like that. If you do, you only care about yourself, making money, and just having the next cool thing. And I think that's...
Send me that 1650. 1650.
So evil.
Beep, 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 beep.
Evil.
Oh, man.
It's not a bad take, though.
That what?
It's not a bad take, though.
I mean, it's true, bro. It's true. There was somebody that recently hit me up, and they're like, recently getting into it, and they're like, dude, you don't get along with a lot of the big names. I want to know why. You know what I did? I went on Google, and I searched all their history, and I sent it to them. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this guy here, specific person, lost his Animal Planet show because he poached indigos and cane breaks to sell to Europe. And I just sent it to him, the whole link, and he was like... What the fuck? I looked up to that guy. I was like, you're welcome. All garbage. Tom Crutchfield. Garbage.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
That one's been beaten like a dead horse. So everybody knows him.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I think this industry thinks of the good that is very garbage when it comes to like conservation and biology. It's just garbage. And I wish it changed, but everybody looks up to the people that are very garbage.
How do you change that?
Showing the truth, but people have to accept the truth. They're gonna make up excuses every time.
Can we double down on that real quick?
Yeah,
I like what you said there, because I think that of all the times that we've had similar conversations and just keep going in circles and circles about very similar things, something that we don't specifically say is accepting it. Because we just say like, oh, like this sucks. You'll say this is trash. Eric will say, you know, whatever he says. But what we never say is that it's not about like, it's not about taking accountability for something that you didn't do. It's about just accepting that a lot of these things happen because then we can make it better. You know, I feel that the narrative really does become, you know, like don't say anything.
Yeah.
You know, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be that. Not even the accountability, because it already happened, and it's happened in the past, and little bits of it happen now. Before, it was like a lot of it happened. Now it's just little bits. So we have to...
Still.
That what?
It's a lot still.
It's definitely not as much, because there is stronger enforcement. and
it's still enough to affect the animals.
Oh, of course. There's no amount that's good. You know, but it's about accepting that this was a reality, and now we have to, you know, as the generations come into this, we have to do things to make certain things not happen anymore.
Yeah.
And also try our best to stop some of that stuff from happening now. A lot of it is greed.
Like right now,
you know?
Another cool thing that we could talk about, actually, they're trying to take out the ESA.
Oh, I did hear about that, yeah.
Tell me about it.
So developers want the ESA out.
Wonder why.
Because if you take the ESA out, you develop.
No way.
USARK wants a lot of the animals in the ESA to be taken out. Why? Because then you get to poach and bring animals in and sell over states, because that's more important. So now you have two groups on the same side.
That's insane.
Think about that. USARK and developers on the same side. What does that mean?
Wow.
But are they... Because I'm really not up to date with some of that stuff. Are they saying that that they want to take out the ESA for the same cause, or is it actually like an effort out there that both of them are like, yeah, fuck it, let's just take this thing out?
No, so USARK,
or is it just like now you can connect
wants
dots?
the sidey shit to be the thing that leads everything because of what happened with the blue
trees.
With the blue trees, exactly. So they want the ESA to only be for quote unquote native animals, but they also say it doesn't work as it is. So they want it out, and then developers want it out so that they can develop.
Their goals just align.
Yeah, their goals are different.
Wow.
Completely different, but they want the same thing gone. And even like some breeders are saying the same thing. Some private zoos are saying the same thing. Like I literally got into a conversation with some people that visited, and they were both trying to convince the zoo I work at to fight against the ESA. To be able to bring in things like... tree kangaroos, giraffes from Africa. To be able to do those things, you need the ESA out.
What a world. That's a weird crossover for me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. And all the biologists and conservationists are like, what the fuck is everybody doing? But that's what shows me where the pet trade stands. It's very selfish. It's very self-centered. It's very me. It's like, this has to benefit me. This has to bring me this. Like, people are getting fired from the Yellowstone and all the parks and shit. They're losing jobs because they want it for development and they want to drill.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that, you need the ESA out of the question because...
Can we have this minor political conversation real quick?
Yeah.
About that fuckery that's going on?
Sure.
So I keep getting on like TikTok, this person's fired, this person's fired, and it's like so much of people involved in the environment. A lot of people from from U.S. Fish and Wildlife and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
people specifically that
firefighters that are supposed to rescue people.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like I understand I understand the need and the want to have like a small government, less control, better money fluctuating because, you know, the corruption is probably too minor at that point when the smaller that it gets, you know. The problem is that we're not dealing with numbers. We're dealing with human fucking beings, and we're dealing with some people that have spent their life. You know, they spent all the money to go to college. They took out all the fucking loans. All the things that they wanted to do is to, in relation to what we're talking about, to conserve wildlife, to help wildlife, to conserve these areas, and they're losing their jobs.
Yeah, and they want them out of the way.
Yeah,
they want them out of the way to be able to do whatever it is.
What did Buddy say right when he got into presidency? Is drill.
Yeah.
You know, that's the fucking reality, and it sucks because just like, okay, you know, not trying to make a political stance, but so many people in this community wanted this person to become president,
and they're very happy still because what they care about is selfishness.
They're not affected by this,
dude. These people, like a lot of these people within this pet trade, they only care about keeping the animals in cages. The rest is like, damn, that sucks. But you think they stand up and do something about it? They speak up? No, they don't. As long as they have their animals in their little cages, they don't give a fuck. As long as they have their little ball pythons in the drawers, as long as they can poach, as long as they can import and sell out of state, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
the commerce side of it, which is what this is all for.
Yeah, the thing that sucks is like, yeah, I understand the want for the economy to be better, but it's like at the expense of what? At the expense of the wildlife, at the expense of what is natural.
The water you drink, the air you breathe.
All of that is affected by that.
the food you consume.
Yeah.
Like, that's what gets hurt in the process of all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like if you have animals in cages and you say you love animals, but you don't care about those things, I don't think you love animals. I think you love animals in cages.
Yeah.
I think you love what you own.
And that's another thing of acceptance.
Yep.
It's not exactly a negative thought, but if that is your reality, accept it. You know, it's like when somebody says that they love animals, but then you show them a snake and they're like, oh, no. It's like, no, you like the cute and cuddly thing. Mm-hmm. You like the thing that you think you could relate to, you know, and just because this is not, you know, you don't love animals. You like what you like, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
But just accept that.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know. I think, like, people that say they're, like, for conservation and biology and all these things, and they're like, what's the word? They like,
it's a buzzword.
No, it's like promote it, or like they're part of it. All they do is breed.
Advocate.
Yeah, they advocate for it. Like, all you do is breed in your little room, bro. What the fuck do you know?
Why you look at me when you say that?
No.
I'm kidding.
I'm talking to you, bro.
No, I know.
But like, what do you know? What do you know about the outside world? You don't know shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You don't know shit. What are you really like? You're just teaching people how to keep an animal. That is not conservation. I'm sorry, but it's not. Like, you're not for it. And I think a lot of these organizations within the pet trade itself, should be more about that, because that's where everything comes from.
Have you noticed a change in the questions that people are asking at the reptile shows? Not specifically for care, but about the animal. Something that I've noticed a lot of now is I get a lot of, oh, where's this from? Mm-hmm. Where I did not before. The first question was always, like, what do I need for this animal? The questions that I'm getting now, the first thing is usually, where is it from? Which, for me, it seems like the person wants to be more informed about this animal, which is great. And even when I'm talking to the people about the animal, seldom am I giving them exact care information. I'm more explaining to them the animal now. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know if you've changed anything that you specifically talk about when you're...
Well, now that you bring it up, I do get a lot of, like, where's this animal from? I get more ecology questions than I do care questions. Yeah. And then from there, you kind of, talking about the ecology, that kind of switches into the care, because it becomes more of like a, okay, maybe I can take care of this at home, because you're learning about what it does.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that.
You know why that's happening?
Why?
Because of the Reptiles With Podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's the only reason.
I thought you were going to say the coffee.
No, actually, this shirt is really nice, right? This is from the wonderful sponsors right here. What does that say, Eric?
That says Cold-Blooded Caffeine Co.
Let's go, dude. Become a member, support the boys. Go ahead and purchase the Reptiles With coffee. Head on over to modernreptileshop.com and all that jazz. Anyways, continue. What are we talking about?
We were talking about the questions we get at shows.
Okay, but no, in relation to what you're saying, I think that the newer people are becoming a little bit more educated in these kinds of things, and we just have to continue to strive for these changes to these things that we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I feel way different, and I mean, again, we talk about this a lot, but I feel way differently today than I did even when I moved up here, just out of the experiences that we've all shared, the things that we've done the past couple of years, you know?
I hope people just open their eyes to it, because a lot of other people also just are quiet about it. I'm like, dude, let's go speak up. Let's go speak on the things that are going on. Yeah. Let's do the thing. Like, I don't know, bro. There's not many people doing it. Yeah. Not many. Like, I can't tell you one right now. I'm trying to think, and I can't tell you one.
Eric.
Why are you looking at me? I'm not talking. I can't talk.
Eric is the one.
Other than that guy right there.
Right here?
A thing. Yep. That guy right there.
You're right.
Thing.
Yeah, can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Greg's Turtle Haven. I purchased this calendar from you, and it's my fucking favorite thing ever. Look,
it's fire.
It's all.
It's pretty sick.
If I'm not mistaken, these are all his photos, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, these are his photos of alligator snapping turtles. He does conservation work. He does survey work for them. It's really fucking cool. If you want to get one yourself, just message him on Instagram, Greg's Turtle Haven.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm super hyped about that. That's my favorite thing in the studio right now.
Literally fire, bro. Like that's the kind of work. But like outside of like in the pet trade itself, I don't know. I can't tell you who.
Monoreptile.
A lot of people say. A lot of people in the comments. A lot of times, if it wasn't for Tom Crutchfield, the man chain would be extinct. What the fuck did he do? He literally poached it and brought it in.
Why are they functionally extinct where they're from?
No, but they're like not doing great. Like it's just people just think like, oh, because he poached it and brought it to captivity, he saved it.
It's because you have the endangered animal. Doesn't necessarily mean you're working with it for a positive
this is the thing. There is value in that, but it's not the value that people think it is.
What value? Okay,
what is the value?
What was he doing with these vipers though?
No.
He just had them.
Okay, assuming that they were breeding and they were able to be around.
Yeah,
What's
but
the
they're
value?
staying.
The
They're not
only
going back.
value. No, but that's what I'm saying. There's no value that way. That's the thing that people think the value is. People think the value is conservation like that.
Okay.
There is not. There is the preservation of the thing. The fact that, like, yeah, if it's functionally extinct in the wild, if it's gone completely, it's like there's an example right there in front of you. So for that, there is that value.
Preservation
but it's
value.
not the value of, like, this is going to do, unless it's part of a program that is proven and worked. That this is like, it's
indigos.
Even if, okay, like let's say they weren't releasing indigos, and let's say they were at least using that money to fund certain things in the environments that these indigos thrive in. At least that is a functional example of conservation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
So if those
that's like the 0.0001%.
But it's funding a conservation effort. So that's. It's functional, right? So if the funds of those vipers were sent to the area where these animals need to thrive, and they were funding that over time, then at least that is a conservation effort.
Yeah.
But just to have the animals breed is for the animal just to exist in relation to our world. It does nothing for the animal in the wild.
Does nothing for the animal, period.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. How does that happen though? Because you're still creating a small population of the animal. It just has no affiliation with its natural environment or its natural population.
Yeah.
But
it's still something.
The beginning effects is negative.
Well, of course.
Oh yeah,
That's a given.
Yeah, you're taking it out, and then you're breeding in captivity. Then you have them.
It's not an equal result.
What is it really doing?
No, but
it's not an equal result.
It's not an equal result. But and then this is reptiles with acceptance. We have to accept the fact that this thing is double-sided, where it's like
one side's just a little
thicker. It's not
thicker.
a good thing. It's not a good thing to just take the
endangered animal already, or
the endangered animal to put in captivity and breed and say it's for conservation. Like, that is not a good thing. Okay, now if the animal is the only ones that exist and they're able to replicate, then there is a good thing, because there's like, okay, at least the animal is around, but that does not mean that was conservation, because there's no functional connection to what's supposed to be conserved. What's supposed to be conserved, the conservation thing, is the wildlife, is the wild. This thing is not that anymore.
All that's happening is you're taking a personal sample of that species and keeping it away from
it's
everything.
like
the only benefit
it's
is
like
personal,
trophy.
it's selfish.
It's like trophy hunting. It's like
Nah.
you hunt something, and like you hunt an endangered animal. It's not exactly like that, but
'Cause sometimes trophy hunting helps,
But no.
which is
But I'm saying, like,
weird.
let's say you kill a rhino, and you save the horn. Let's say you do. Let's say if that ever happened, let's just say that you're like, I have the example of the
and it's
the
just
rhino.
hanging out on your wall.
Okay, but that did not. And on that note, crypto.
I can't see, dude. I'm knocked out, dude.
Okay,
Bro, you made him blind.
anyways,
He can't see your analogy right now.
Beat my ass.
let us know how you feel about that whole thing in the comments.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace. Anyway,
Yep. Anyway.
these vipers.
What is the formula for comedy? It's like something plus time or whatever the fuck.
I don't know, dude.
Has there been enough time?
There's never a formula.
Yes, dude.
Whatever.
Fuck.
All right.
Do you need me to cut that out?
No.
All right.
Back to your regularly scheduled program. What? Why are you looking at me now?
No, I don't know. You were talking.
Damn.
Yeah, so I guess that's the whole thing. The whole thing is like, yeah, it's nice that the animal's around, but we have to accept the fact that it's not really a direct link to what conservation is supposed to be. I think we have that there's there's a lot more nuance in that word than there needs to be.
It's a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's everybody's favorite word. They'll slap on top of their ball python collection to make them feel better.
Nobody says that about ball pythons.
Some people do.
Who?
I don't know.
You see?
Exactly.
No,
people do though.
No, they don't.
I can't name
They
names.
don't. Not with ball pythons.
Well,
I'll
maybe not ball pythons.
I'll be
but
strong
different
with that.
Species.
Yeah, ball
Different
pythons. That
species.
is a fucking swing.
Lots of turtles. I see that a lot.
Sure.
I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, but I think that more people do things for turtle conservation than any other group of animals.
Nah, group of animals is crazy.
Well, group of reptiles.
Yeah,
group of reptiles.
Crazy,
sorry.
What is the most?
I only care about
group of
reptiles. I'm
animals?
the opposite of the
most
cute and
what?
cuddly.
Like the most worked with animal that's in danger. Then
Panda.
wow, you're right.
Is it?
Yeah,
Panda's number one.
I just remembered now. It's like, oh yeah, they have a whole freaking
Yeah, panda's the most conserved animal.
Is it
good
working?
for them.
Yeah, it doubled. Their
That's
numbers
awesome.
to 2,000 or some shit.
I heard that
an
the
albino.
Whoa.
Thank God.
Wild.
Thank God. We got to get the ball python.
In the
people on
wild?
that.
In the wild. There's only
Really?
like.
You know what would be crazy? A pied panda.
I got news for you, buddy.
What?
I think they already exist.
Fuck. Yo, what would you do if you found out that pandas this whole time have just been like that is a morph of like another fucking animal?
All right.
What would you do?
Now you're stupid.
No, but what would you do?
Now you're stupid.
No, but what if they were like, oh no, genetically it's actually this same bear, but we just like realized like, oh fuck.
What the fuck?
Like I'm
Hold
saying,
on.
what if in the wildest thing?
That is what happens.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, that is a morph. He didn't always look like that, number one. Also, exactly what you're saying happened with an eel.
No, but I'm saying with pandas. We'll get into the eel, but with pandas, how would you feel? What if they were just like,
How would
no,
you feel if there's a pinstripe genetic fucking whatever panda in the wild?
I don't understand the question.
just whatever. All right, tell me about this dumbass fucking eel.
Yo, there's eels, right?
No shit.
way,
Right?
bro.
Listen, bitch.
Freshwater or saltwater?
Saltwater. So there's an
Ooh.
eel. They found it like this.
What do you mean like that?
Like this
Small.
big. This big.
Okay.
Scientists named it. One like this. Another species, scientists named it. Like this, scientists named it.
It's all one.
Giant, scientists named it.
It's all the same
in
thing?
different parts of the ocean. And then it happens to be the same exact eel. What happens is that it swims to fucking Europe. It has the babies, and then it comes back, and then the babies start moving and doing the same rotation.
Interesting.
That's crazy. How do they do that?
They just
do they
do it,
track?
man.
But like they track the animal, like they
Oh, you're
track
talking
the
about
baby.
the scientists.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, track
No,
the
how,
baby.
what do you think? How do they do that? The eel?
Yeah.
They
Like,
can
in the
swim,
ocean.
bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, listen, they just like a DNA and yeah, tracking them.
That's crazy.
This whole time they were the same fucking species. They just had separated into so many because they look very different.
What's it? What kind of eel is this?
Let's look this shit up.
Look up this.
But what are we doing for them here in the pet trade? Like,
We gotta find the pied.
the pied
Once
eel.
we find the pied eel, the peel, then we're
peel.
safe.
the albino eel.
We gotta find the pied eel. We gotta figure out how they work within our rack systems.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen the videos of the guy with like eel pit in his house? He's like his basement
Yes,
is like, it's like a water reservoir.
Yeah, dude, that's a
Why?
eel rack.
Why?
Why
How?
not?
I don't
he
know.
just had an underground reservoir. Why not?
I guess sure, whatever. Do what you want to do.
Do what you want with my body. Do what you want.
That's copyrighted.
Is it?
I don't know. Is that a real song?
Something like that. Did you find the eel? I bet you this eel doesn't fucking exist in
No, I
Truck's
found this.
line.
No.
I found the different species one, like
Oh.
when they named it. I'm trying to see what it is called now.
Does it look
Got
cool? Or is it like an ugly eel?
It's like a regular ass eel.
Oh,
It's
damn.
nothing cool.
Like the ones that the British eat. Rest in peace. The
But
British
yeah,
eat
that's
eel.
another thing. Nobody knows how
I
they
eat eel.
reproduce.
Eels?
Hmm.
Or that eel?
That's so weird
Most
though.
eels.
Really?
Hmm.
There's no
I
eel
remember hearing
breeders?
something about that. It's up to you.
Oh,
Get on it.
fuck.
It's the next big thing.
Anguilla.
Anguilla
Really?
squared?
The scientific.
Anguillifer.
Finding the right substrate is a paramount part of reptile keeping. And if you're looking for the best cocoa option, we recommend Cocoa to Go. Cocoa can be used for reptiles, amphibians, and even plants, so they're perfect for any kind of setup. So we make sure to use Cocoa to Go. Let them know that the Reptiles With Podcast sent you.
So what's crypto?
So if you guys haven't seen Reptiliades' video on crypto, you should watch it. You learn a lot. I talked to him once I figured out that I was dealing with it. I talked to a few people that are dealing with it right now. So I think, honestly, it all came in through like either a shipment or something, because it just popped in all at the same time. It's kind of weird. So crypto is a bacterial infection that affects the digestive system. So sometimes the stomach, sometimes the intestines, depending what species you're dealing with. So you have...
I thought it also came in forms of like RIs.
I mean, it can cause other things, but it's just in the digestive system. So there's Varani, which is for lizards, and there's Serpentes, which is for snakes. They can both get both. It affects different things though. But so long story short, somebody in my team brought in a female black-throated monitor. For the black-throated monitor I worked with, Max, which is my favorite lizard in the entire park. They just put him in there, and they would just text, hey, there's a female now. And that was it. That's all I got. There was no quarantine procedure. There was nothing. Nothing that you should do was done. And at first, I was like, okay, cool, like a female, whatever. It is what it is. My job is to take care of these animals. I can't do much about what it's already done, you know? So within the last few months, Max just started basking more and more and more. And he just looked dehydrated to the point I got him drinking water out of the hose. And I'm like, what is wrong? Like, something is weird. He looked kind of normal, but I could tell something was off. So we brought in a vet, and the vet told me he was okay. He looked fine. But he didn't test for anything. He just looked at him and said, yeah, I think he's fine. I'm like, I don't know. Something's up. His spine started sticking out. Hips started sticking out. And I'm like, okay, we need the vet to come in ASAP. And before the vet could come in, Max was dead. So then we got a necropsy done to figure out what it was. It took about 2 weeks to get it. Once we got it back, he tested positive for crypto. And I freaked because... I don't know. I didn't know another way that Max could have gotten it other than the female. And then next door is the crocodile monitor Buggy, which is also my second favorite. So I'm like, fuck, I might lose Buggy too. And the female, of course, but I already expect it. I don't expect Buggy to have it. So I tested her and Buggy. Buggy came back negative. She came back positive. So that proves she brought it in. And so from there, now we just got to figure something out because technically you're supposed to euthanize them. But if we can separate every other animal away from her, we can give her a decent life as long as she's a carrier and not a shower. And then Buggy is with me now at my house. But yeah, I don't know if it's spread anywhere else. There's more testing waiting to happen. We're testing like all of our snakes, the rest of the lizards. But it's a bacteria that it has no cure, and it kills everything it touches for reptiles.
Have you spoken to Dion about it?
Yep.
Did he give you any recommendations about what to do with the enclosure?
Yep. Yeah, he just told me the cleaning products, but it's different from him and me because he's in like tiny cages.
That's what I'm saying.
Cages. I got walk-in enclosures 20 feet long full of dirt. So like...
And it could stay... associated in the dirt?
Yeah, for 8 months. You can stay alive for 8 months. Bleach doesn't kill it.
So it needs to find a host within those 8 months.
8 months, yes. And then bleach doesn't kill it. You need ammonia. You need hydrogen peroxide of 12% or more. Everything has to be extra clean. You got to wash your feet all the time with chemicals that can literally burn your skin. Everything has their own tools. Every day is just extra work working with the reptiles to make sure we don't spread this bullshit.
In theory, can a brown anole go in there and leave?
Theory, but very unlikely. It would kill the anole so quickly, especially now. like in the cold.
Gotcha.
Like when they freeze. Like crypto can live in a lot of animals, but the ones that die faster are the ones that are their immune system goes down. So especially with these temperatures, if an animal was to have it, it would die in the winter.
Gotcha.
Because there's like it just takes all the water and fat out of your body. It absorbs everything. So whenever it's cold, the animal will die anyways.
Fuck.
So very unlikely that it is an animal, especially in Central Florida. It's the female. It's the only variable that changed.
Yeah.
So, and she's positive, just like Max. So, yeah.
Rough stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. Quarantine your stuff. Have a vet on hand, because you could buy imagine you could buy a reptile for $5,000 and it could die on you, 10,000, 20,000. Like, even your ball python, like, you could bring that in.
That's one of the reasons why I stopped buying ball pythons.
Yeah, and people don't care, bro. They find out they have it, they just keep selling.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
remember around, like, towards the tail end of the pandemic, there was, like, another, community scare of, like, oh, fucking Nido's going around, this and that's going around, this and that with this kind of mite and that and this. And after that point, I, like, really, like, kind of, like, slowed the fuck down with what I was doing. I was like, I need to make sure that nothing's going to be traveling around to my detriment as far as a business goes, because it's one of the reasons why I didn't really invest in animals, which set me back, quote unquote, on projects. But I mean, dude, like, it is what it is. Like, it is fucking scary. And the thing is like, the person that sold you the animal that might have that, they might not know that they have it, so they're not just like this evil person.
But sometimes they are.
And
sometimes they choose to just put it under the rug.
In this process, trust me, I met a few.
No, for sure.
And
there's people that dump their shit because they found it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I spent $5,000 on this animal. I'm not gonna lose out on money, so they sell it to somebody else to deal with.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, there's people that, like, let's say Eric decides that he needs to, like, get out of the hobby for some reason, and he's like, dude, like, it's kind of like an emergency situation. I'm gonna put my shit on, like, on a website, like, super cheap. Then it needs to go. Like, I need to find good homes.
It looks suspicious.
And that's the thing. Now it's like, because of this scare, which is a valid scare, but now it's like, oh, Eric is a sketchy fucking guy trying to sell his shit for dirt cheap, and he's trying to rush out of it. And it's just like, no, like, he's just in a bad situation. Bad situations still also exist,
Yeah. I don't know. Test your shit, people.
Oh yeah, and I don't even think those tests are super expensive. You could do home tests and send it to a lab.
Oh my god!
What do you see? All right, sidebar in our vanity screen, the thing that lets us see what it is that we look like and our time and stuff like that. Since we record on my phone, they get to see everything that's on my phone. And right now on my phone is my daily reminder to play guitar. The problem is that the way that I remind myself every day at 6 p.m. is play guitar, you pussy boy.
Have you been playing guitar on Sundays?
Yeah, I actually started writing music again.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a song that I'm cooking.
I want to play an instrument, dude.
You want to play an instrument?
Yeah. Get them on the triangle.
What do you want?
I've already done drums. I don't like drums.
What?
You want something with melody?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't think I want guitar. I'm gonna be completely honest.
You should just learn how to play piano. Learn how to play piano, and it's a gateway to different things, especially if you like. Keys. Yeah, because you could also, like, you get like a MIDI keyboard. You could pop up like a DAW and just you could play violin through your keyboard. You can play saxophone through your keyboard.
True.
So you're never gonna get tired of it. And if you want to start writing, then you write. Yeah, piano is always the first one that I
start
recommend.
a piano club.
I'm okay with piano. Not that I'm good at all, but I understand it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's literally right there. It's vertical.
It's like, a copy and paste.
Yeah.
For each section.
Yeah. We're welcome to Reptiles with Music. So the way that you construct a major scale, right? Your diatonic scale, it's whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So if you just take that with your first note, so if you're C, then you just follow that same thing over to every other note. So you got your C major, your D major, your E major, etc. And that's how you literally, that's the basics of music theory for piano. Sorry, easy. Guys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's stupid easy.
Yeah. Once you understand that, it's I used to be a piano teacher.
Fun.
Yeah. I used to be a guitar teacher too. I used to do
Really?
all that stuff. Yeah.
I feel like you've told me that before.
Yeah, I used to teach kids.
Teach me piano, dude.
I could do that. Hell yeah. Anyways, we got anything else? I feel like we've exhausted this today.
Yep.
We got to end on a positive note.
We didn't even. We did. Music
we?
is fucking awesome.
Music is fun.
Anyways, this was the Reptiles With Podcast.